What's the wildest thing you've seen a parent allow? I was flying alone for the first time in months, and I had one goal: get the window seat, put my headphones in, and not talk to anyone. I even paid extra for that seat. So when a woman rushed onto the plane at the last second with her son, maybe 6 years old, and stopped right next to my row, I already knew this wasn't going to be a peaceful flight. The kid took one look at me sitting by the window and immediately started whining. I want that seat. Not asking. Demanding. His mom gave me this tight smile. Hey, she said. Would you mind switching with him? He needs the window or he gets difficult. Right on cue, he started yelling. I want it! I want it now! The entire row turned to look at us. I stayed calm. I'm sorry I paid for the seat. Her smile dropped just slightly. Well, I'm just warning you, she said, lowering her voice. He's not going to stop. And she meant it. She sat down like she'd already decided this was my problem now. For the next 10 minutes, the kid cried, kicked the seat in front of him, and kept reaching toward me like he could physically grab the window. His mom, scrolling on her phone, not even pretending to care. A flight attendant came over. Is everything okay here? Before I could speak, the mom jumped in. She won't let my son have the window seat, and now he's upset. Like I was the problem. I blinked. I paid for the seat. The flight attendant nodded. Then you're entitled to keep it. The mom sighed dramatically. Unbelievable. We took off with the kid still whining. I put my headphones in, trying to ignore it. That's when I felt something hit my arm. I looked down. Sticky. I turned. The kid was squeezing his juice box, aiming it at me, deliberately. Excuse me, I said, trying to stay calm. He's spilling juice on me. The mom didn't even look up. Ethan, don't waste your drink. That was it. No apology. Nothing. I grabbed a napkin, wiped my arm, and tried to ignore it again. Then 10 minutes later, he reached over, grabbed my phone off the tray table, and dropped it. On purpose. It hit the floor with a loud crack. I snapped. Okay, no. This needs to stop. The mom finally looked at me, annoyed. Why are you yelling at a child? Because your child just threw my phone. She rolled her eyes. He's bored. It's a long flight. Like that explained everything. The man sitting across the aisle leaned over. Ma'am, you need to control your son. She shot back instantly. He's just a kid. Maybe everyone else should be more understanding. That's when the kid did something that made the entire row go silent. He reached for my tray table, grabbed my full cup of water, and slowly tilted it right into my lap. Not an accident. He was staring straight at me when he did it. I jumped up, completely soaked. Are you serious? It was an accident. The mom snapped. No, it wasn't. A flight attendant rushed over. This time I didn't even have to explain. The man across the aisle spoke first. I've been watching this the whole time. The child is doing this on purpose. A couple people nearby nodded. The flight attendant's expression changed instantly. Ma'am, she said firmly, I need you and your son to come with me. The mom crossed her arms. We're not moving. Now a second flight attendant showed up. You can either move, she said calmly, or we'll have security meet the plane when we land. That did it. The mom huffed, grabbed her bag, and yanked her son up. This airline is ridiculous, she muttered as they walked to the back. The kid screamed the entire way down the aisle. And just like that, peace. For about an hour. Then suddenly people started shouting from the back. Flight attendants rushed past us. Apparently while his mom was in the bathroom, the kid had opened an overhead bin. Suitcases came crashing down. One hit a passenger in the head. When we landed, security was already waiting at the gate. As I walked off the plane, I passed their row. For the first time the entire flight, the kid was quiet. And the mom? Still arguing. Still acting like she'd done nothing wrong. I didn't say a word. I just kept walking. Because honestly, that flight taught me something I'll never forget. Some kids aren't the problem. Their parents are. What's the